Hello, sweeties. I hope you have had a really great week so far. It's almost Valentine's Day, and I was just, so excited because it gives me another excuse to wear a million different forms of pink. But happy early Valentine's Day, and what I want to talk to you about today is simply about love and about how the greatest love ever known to man was when Jesus came for all of us. He just loves us so much that we are his prized possession. I mean, he created the whole earth and everything, but trust me, we're his favorite. I saw a bumper sticker the other day on someone's car and it said, Jesus loves everybody, but I'm his favorite. And you know what, sweeties? We should all feel that way because you are. You literally are his favorite. Now, what I want to tell you about is just a little story. I'm going to try my best not to talk too long today. It's hard for me. This is a story about when I was in Romania, and this one was in, I think, 2018, and I was in a village called Batur. It's in the Carpathian Mountains, and it is primarily a gypsy village, which I was so excited because, I love to get to tell children how special they are and that how much they matter, and I don't want any child to ever feel anything but love. And I know that's not possible, but I'm going to do everything I can in my own little way. So anyways, I'm in this village called Batur. I'm doing a kids camp every day, literally out in the middle of a big field. And a lot of the gypsies are extremely poor. I mean, I live in a trailer park, but I would be like filthy rich. Compared to most of everything I saw. But anyways, this one family that came every day, they came on a covered wagon. And they would let 3 children off of the covered wagon every day. And it did appear that they not only used it for their form of transportation, but also their home. And it was a really special thing, for these children to get to come to such a special camp every day because, they don't get to do a lot of things like that. And I had toys every day. I had homemade little rag dolls from a little lady that made them all by hand. I had so much cool stuff for all these kids every day. But before they got their treats and toys, they had to listen to my skits, do my art, play my games, and it was all about reinforcing how much Jesus loves them. So, the week goes through, and the little beautiful mom that brought these 3 children every day on this covered wagon, I became every day like, I'd be like, hey, sweetie. And I could tell by the 3rd day she was, could tell that I was genuine. Like I didn't have an agenda. I just want to show your kids a great week and be kind to you as well. So one day through a translator, she said, I love your shoes. And sweeties, I've told you several stories about how I always wear inappropriate footwear. Well, of course I was doing that then too. I had on some Rocket Dogs because, they're my very favorite. And they look, they're just a flip-flop and they're just like stacked up. They're always colorful and they're fun. And I said, oh, sweetie, I love these shoes too. I said, you have very good taste and you are so frumos, which is beautiful. And I only know like 5 words after 24 trips. So anyways, on the last day, I was like, and she was like, and I was like, I know. And we knew that we were saying, I'll never forget you. When it got closer to time, I'm gonna try my best not to cry, okay? When it got closer to time for the day to end, we had finished the last game, the last craft, the last skit, and a lot of the families were loading their children up. And I started to see them doing this for the horse, like to pull out. And I just started running. I just started running. And as soon as I got within maybe 10 feet, I just started throwing my shoes up on the top of the horse and buggy. I was just like throwing them up there. And she started going, and I was like, and she put one on and she held her foot up going, like, they fit. And I was like, oh, they look so good. And it was the greatest moment. I'm not gonna lie. It was awesome. So awesome. And then I realized I had no shoes. Another thing I'm really bad at, I know you're thinking, God, Lisa, you tell us all the time all these things you're bad at. I never pack well. I'm just not a thorough packer at all. I pack really well for all the supplies I need for the children and all that. Like if you examine my suitcase, you'd probably be like, I think we need to call somebody. There's nothing in here but glitter and coffee filters. But I'm real bad not to pack well at all for myself. So I didn't have any more shoes or anything. So, it's not like we can run to a Walmart. I mean, we are out there, trust me. Way out there. So we get on the van, and I'm like gingerly walking because it's not a paved road. And the leader of the project, he always, he was like, Lisa, what's the deal? Where's your shoes? I said, well, I gave them to my sweet friend that I felt like that was what the Lord wanted me to do. And he goes, so does the Lord want you to go barefooted for the next 4 days? Because, there's no stores. And I said, I don't know. I said, I don't know nothing. I said, but I know I was going to give her those shoes. And he goes, good grief, get in the van. He goes, what am I going to do with you? And I was like, I don't know. So we get in the van and we're driving down. When I tell you, sweeties, I don't know how to explain how remote this area is. There is nothing. For hours. We would have to drive 2 hours one way to get to the hotel where we stayed. And then we would just go in and work to get ready for the next day. Anyways, we weren't 5 miles down the road. And in the middle of nowhere, in the midst of nothing, there's a little man with a little rickety table on the side of the road with 6 pair of shoes sitting on it. Yeah, you can believe me or not, it's still true. And I go, pull over! And the gentleman again that leads that was leading that project, he was like, what are you doing now, Lisa? And I was like, pull over! So the man driving the van pulled over, and I said, give me some lay, that's their money. And he was like, and I walked out there and I took the translator and I said, hey, sweetie, are you selling shoes? And he said, yes, I am selling used shoes. And I bought a pair, I overpaid him, and he even had a stacked pair that fit me perfect. Surely you don't think that's a coincidence? Because it couldn't be, sweetie. You can't be too kind to other people and it not come home to you. You can't. I always tell you, sweeties, you can't save the world. But when the Lord puts someone directly in your path, He expects you to act on it. Even if it's just a pair of shoes. Those shoes, she's probably still treasuring them. And the Lord provided shoes for me in the middle of literally nowhere. Oh, sweeties. Valentines is a holiday about love. And there is no greater love than the Lord has for all of us. Happy Valentine's Day.